Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Factoids. I had to check then. Episode 3 of Factoids, where me and Keith compete to see who can be fooled by a factoid.
Who's the more of the sneaky one?
The game consists of 3 rounds and a tiebreaker. So in each round, we present a fact or factoid. We have a little guess, and then we get to the end where we have a tiebreaker, which is headlines. So we find a funny headline. Whoever has the funniest headline wins the tiebreaker. And then we do reveal which ones were facts and factoids right at the end to see who the winner was. So, Keith, I won last week.
Yeah,
but we're not playing. That's it. We won. Right, that's it. I'm done. I won. So that means I go first. So, without further ado, it's on to round 1. I call this everybody was kung fu fighting. Right. This is a recent one, actually. In the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, karate runner-up received silver medal while still unconscious. The silver medal in the plus 75 kg kumite competition was awarded to Iran's, I've got to get this right, Sajid Ganjizeh after he was recovering from being knocked out cold by Saudi Arabia's Tagred Ali Hamedi. Officials debated all for a minute before awarding the silver medal to Mr. Salad, because my autocorrect changed it to Salad. So all you can imagine is the guy's laying out cold on the mat, and a little hand comes across the silver medal, pins it onto him, and then goes away. So, what do you think?
There is a bell ringing, but I'm not sure if I trust that bell ringing. But I think that's true. I do think that one's true. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
right. I call this one. How now, brown cow? So, in 2014, the US Dairy Association did an online survey, and they asked numerous questions to a group of Americans about all things agriculture, but mainly around the sort of dairy industry. And they were staggered to discover that most Americans did not or were not aware of the processes that went into making milk. Now, one of the things that Americans love, including middle-aged men, Chuck, is chocolate milk. I mean, who doesn't like chocolate milk? Now, one of the questions was, where does chocolate milk come from? And a staggering 3% claimed that it came from brown cows.
I knew that was going
there. A staggering 3% think that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
How now, brown cow? Okay.
How now, brown cow?
Right. I think that's genuine. I'm sure I've heard something similar. Maybe the numbers are different, but I'm sure I've heard something similar. So, right. So let's just get your just summarize the statement for me, please, so I know what I'm betting against.
3% of Americans believe that chocolate milk comes from brown.
Okay, yeah, all right. I think that's fact. It's a sad fact, but it's a fact. Because some of that was it? How much percentage? 20 or 40%? 14%? Sorry.
So they did the survey across the whole of America, but they had to sort of do some funky maths with the results, because certain agricultural states like Ohio and other states that are far more agricultural inclined were able to answer more questions. So they took these statistics and based them across the whole of America. But essentially, it is 3% based 3%. Upon 3%.
Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. Yeah, I said it. My money says that's true. Okay, that was interesting. On to round 2. I call this one. What's more dangerous than the shark attack? Apparently, North Yorkshire.
Not again.
Right. In 2009, the UN were very unhappy with North Yorkshire, according to a BBC Radio 5 broadcast. They were condemned by the then head of the UN, Ban Ki-moon, and condemned for what, you may ask? For commencing illegal underground nuclear testing.
What passed me again?
So, according to BBC Radio 5, the UN condemned North Yorkshire. North Yorkshire for illegal underground nuclear testing. So, did the BBC accuse North Yorkshire of illegal nuclear testing?
North Yorkshire. So what? So you're telling me that Yorkshire's split into South Yorkshire and North? So what? You get even more northern than Yorkshire?
Oh, that's the Northerners of Yorkshire, and then there are North Yorkshire.
Northern Yorkshires. They're even worse. They're even more tight.
Oh man, they are. Yeah. So, according to BBC Radio 5, did North Yorkshire carry out illegal nuclear testing?
Illegal nuclear testing.
Illegal nuclear testing.
Underground. I'm assuming this was underground, deep underground.
It is. Yeah. It's underground nuclear testing.
I'm not. I honestly don't know at this point because I'm not sure that the UK conducted nuclear tests on UK soil. I know that parts of Trident were obviously tested in the US, but no,
actually, it was tested. The Trident was tested in Australia. Actually.
Oh, fair enough.
I know that one.
I'm not sure. I'm remaining judgment in this one, but I don't know.
Oh, corker. This one.
This is
right. Okay, so Keith.
Okay, so I call this one "Don't Mess with Pepsi." In the 1980s, towards the end of the 1980s, for a brief period of time, Pepsi Cola had the 6th largest military in the world. This is no lie. Well, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how it goes. Basically, in 1959, Eisenhower, in a sort of an attempt to kind of quell communism, decided to introduce all things great about America to the Russians. And they had this expo in Moscow, and he sent Nixon over. Great, ambassador there. Anyway, so Nixon gets into this huge argument with Khrushchev, which was the Soviet leader at the time, to the point that it almost became fisticuffs. Now, a VP for Pepsi was there and was witness to this, and to calm everything down, just to calm everybody down, he handed a Pepsi Cola to Khrushchev, who drank it and loved it. So much so that they decided to strike up a deal with Pepsi to bring Pepsi products to the USSR. Now, at the time, because of various regulations that the US had imposed, they couldn't do the deal with money. So they basically exchanged vodka for Pepsi. By the 1980s, the deal expired, and the Russians, having got absolutely hooked on Pepsi, did not want to give this up. But the cost, obviously, of bringing Pepsi products to the US had risen, so vodka wasn't going to cut it. So Pepsi did a deal, and the Russians basically exchanged 17 subs, a cruiser, a frigate, and a destroyer for the continuation of using Pepsi in Russia. Now, this equated to $3 billion, which Pepsi eventually traded to a Swedish company for recycling into scrap. But for that period of time, Pepsi were well hard.
So they had their own navy, you're saying?
Effectively, they call this military, but it was if you include the Navy, it was the 6th largest in the world. And this was at the end of the 1980s.
Not including the now current Taliban.
No.
Right. I think that's true. But I think it's Coca-Cola and not Pepsi. I think that's true, but for Coca-Cola. So I'm going to call that the factoid.
Okay.
And I'm sure, because I can remember hearing a crazy story in a pub once from a drunk man about that. I just hope that drunk man was correct.
It's funny you talk about being drunk.
Oh God,
anyway,
please don't. Yeah, go on.
Are we doing our round 3 or are we doing the tiebreaker next?
We're doing the tiebreaker. So let's go straight into headlines. And woman, this is where you come into play. Right. So, oh crikey, I want to share mine. Okay, so this is the tiebreaker headline. So I'm going to share my screen because I've got a headline which I think is a corker. Let me just turn that audio off there. Right. So here we go. So while I'm doing this, you can see if you can share yours. So my headline goes as follows. Man who married sex doll finds new love with ashtray he took from nightclub. It's a real head. I've got it. It's a recent one too.
I think. Okay. No, wrong one. Ignore that.
What was that? Next.
That was my backup one. But I'm going with my hang on. Share, because it's share screen, and I have to apologize. It's in a very small. Oh, can I get rid of this?
What are you doing? It's not difficult, Keith.
It is difficult when you have 2 tabs named exactly the same.
Close the one that you're not using.
Yes, I have done so.
Okay.
I have done so. It's a small headline because I couldn't get it in the thing, but tits bouncing back in warmer weather.
All right. So my wife is manning the comments at the moment.
I'm not sure if this is kind of like,
Hey, blame Nigel. He doesn't have a favourite child between the two of us. We know this. He said this quite clearly. So, woman, in the chat, in the private chat, that is, tell us which one was the funniest. I've got to wait now for Tanith to type into the private chat. What we might do, so I can communicate it to her directly by opening the door and yelling down. She's laughing. I can hear her laughing from here. So, what is it? Oh, private chat, and she says,
"Am I supposed to decide?"
Yes, you're supposed to decide. She doesn't want to be on camera, so it's not that. Oh no. Oh dear. So, come on. You have to live with me, remember?
I'll give you a tenner.
No, Keith says he'll give you a tenner, but he still owes me 2 t-shirts. I don't believe him. So, is it tits or man who cheats on sex doll with ashtray? I know which one I'd pick. Can it be a draw? They both made me laugh. Right. We will give you to the end of the next round to decide so we can move on. Are we ready for round 3, Keith? That
we are, yes.
The woman time to pick one. Ready? Here we go. Right, here we go. So this one's called, do you have a license for that? No heavenly bodies this week, I'm afraid. I was worried that you'd pick some heavenly body ones, so I'd kind of skip past them. So round 3, I've got, according to the Metropolitan Police, it is illegal to be drunk, at a bar or keeper of a public house to permit drunkenness on the premises. Basically, it's illegal in the UK to get pissed in a pub. Is this true or is this false? You decide.
I think that's true because I know there are obscure rules, but honestly, I have to. My next. We did not conspire. We don't ever conspire about our facts.
We just say that we've got corkers to each other, and that's it.
Yeah,
we try to avoid chatting.
I think that's strangely true. So I call this one drunk bees. Okay. In Australia, because we all know an Australian likes to drink, don't we? Now, yes, contrary to popular belief, the capital of Australia is not Sydney. Believe it or not, that is a factoid. A lot of people think
that is a fact.
Canberra.
Yeah. Yes,
it is Canberra, and around the Parliament House there is a certain flower that grows. Now, at a certain time of year in Canberra, it gets bloody hot, and what happens to the nectar is it kind of ferments, and when the bees drink this, they get a bit drunk. And they start flying around and wobbling all around and causing problems and flying into all the people, the various MPs that are in Parliament. This is a big problem. But it gets worse for these poor drunk bees, because when they try to return to the hive, they are barred, as in the other bees will not let them back in until they sober up. So these poor drunken bees are flying around, wobbling around, smacking into the MPs, and causing all sorts of problems. And in worst cases, they're so drunk they actually die of alcohol poisoning. And it's a big problem at a certain part of year because there's just drunk bees all around the Australian Parliament building. Is that true?
I know that elephants can get drunk. I've seen elephants get drunk on a nature program. I know that birds can get addicted to nicotine by eating cigarette butts. Sounds a bit true. I think I'm going back to your Pepsi owning the Navy and thinking it's Coca-Cola. I don't know. I will have to hold on until we get to the reveal. That's a good one. Anyway, because we've reached the end of round 3, not Nigel, my wife, has to decide which headline was better. So not Nigel or my wife, please put the winner in the private chat. No. What we got? It was
that would be. Go on. You go first.
Man cheats on sex doll with ashtray stolen from nightclub, and tits bounce back in summer.
In warmer weather.
Yeah, in warmer weather. Thank you very much.
Tits bouncing back in warmer weather.
Look, if you want to make it easier, I won the tiebreaker last week. Okay, so if it's a tiebreak, Keith wins. All right. Just remember, where's my tenner?
In the place for gas t-shirts.
Yes, my t-shirts. Anyway, it's time for the cool part. It's time for the reveal.
So right. Give us the rundown of your 3 again.
Okay, so my factoids were karate Olympian gets silver medal whilst still unconscious at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. That was the guy from Iran who I can't pronounce, and the guy from Saudi Arabia that I can't pronounce. Yeah, okay. And then it was in 2009, BBC Radio 5 accused North Yorkshire of carrying out illegal underground nuclear testing. And then it was, according to the Metropolitan Police, you're not allowed to be drunk in a pub. So, number 1.
This is a difficult one because I think number 3 is real. So it's a toss-up between the first 2.
Okay.
So I know you. They're both probably based in fact, but you've messed with a fact somewhere.
And I'm sure you've not done the same, Keith.
Who, me? You taught me. I learned from the best. I'm gonna go with the Olympics one, only because I think you've messed with the countries of origin, and it might have been the gold medal or the bronze medal.
All right, so it's two players in karate. One wins the gold, one wins the silver. Yeah.
Yes, but I think you've gone.
Okay. All right. So it is. Drum roll, please.
It's complete fiction.
You
So
just said
did I get that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Tokyo 2020 karate Olympian loses gold medal because he knocked out the opponent. He won by knocking out the other guy, and the other guy who was unconscious received not a silver but a gold medal.
I knew there was something, and I just felt, because I felt you messed with it slightly, but fair enough.
All right, so let's go over my other ones, because the one I've got one I've been pissing myself laughing over all week because I'm desperate to play this one to you because it's fucking true, and that is Radio 5 accused North Yorkshire of carrying out illegal nuclear testing, and it was condemned by the UN. I'm sorry. Hang on. I've just fucked up your notes. Right. Right. Let's. Right. Just compose yourself, Gareth, because this is the one where I'm just going to paste and go. So let's see if I've got that there. And I'm hopefully got a nice sound clip for you. So I'm hoping you can hear this. So.
On DAB Digital Radio, digital TV, downloads and online.
This is 5 Live. There's been widespread condemnation of North Yorkshire's decision to carry out an underground nuclear test. The UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon says he's deeply worried.
She meant North Korea, didn't she? She meant North Korea.
North Korea. It's just North Yorkshire.
Those goddamn Yorkshiremen. nuking everywhere. I mean,
right.
Trying to get out of pay for a pint.
Oh no! I was thinking of one. So I was thinking about something you'd never go for, and that was one. And then we had so it did Radio 5 say that North Yorkshire, North Yorkshire was capable of carrying out nuclear testing. That was
It's a fact.
Right.
No. Right, so hang on a second. This is the last one. If I can just find it. Right.
This
so
is the one about getting drunk in a pub is actually illegal.
Yep. According, I've got that. I actually popped on to the Metropolitan Police website and found it. So where is it? I found it. It was one of those ones you find and you're like, oh, I'm going to check to see if it is a factoid. Because it looked too good to be true. So yeah. So where was it? That every person shot public. Where is it? Knowingly or drunk. There you go. Willfully or permitting drunkenly conduct or other disorderly conduct in all manner of places, be it shops, rooms, places, the lot. So according to the Metropolitan Police, it is illegal to get drunk in a pub. So yes.
Fair enough.
Keith.
So
I get this. I'll still fucking lose, pardon my language. Whoa.
Yeah.
Crap. Anyway,
we're gonna have a swear jar for you. We're gonna have a swear jar for you. Okay. So my three facts or factoids were 3% of Americans believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Pepsi Cola had the largest or the sixth largest military in the world for a brief moment in time in the late 1980s. And drunken bees cause menace in Australian Parliament.
I'm going for number 2 being the factoid because I think it's cola. So start with the first one. I think that 3% of Americans believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. If it's higher than 3%, God help that nation.
It's Complete fiction.
Before you
It's
say
funny you
anything, don't say it's higher than. Please do not say it's higher than 3%.
It's 7%.
Oh my god! No.
And it gets even worse. 4 in 10, other questions in this thing, 4 in 10 did not know that hamburgers come from cows. 3 in 10 did not know that cheese is made from milk. And 7% believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
7%. Oh my! There's no
7%.
helping.
Hang on, I will actually bring this up. So, because this is in the Washington Post, this is not. This is a good old source. Let me just. Here we go. Hang on. Here we go. Let me share this.
Right, I'm just totally flabbergasted. I couldn't think it got any higher than 3%. Yeah, because you do get those kids who maybe snarkily answer. Oh dear.
7% of American adults believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows, according to a nationally representative online survey commissioned by the Innovation Center of U.S. Dairy.
Oh my god! But then again, I've seen US cheese, and it comes out of a can, so I could understand the confusion. All right, okay. So
as to the Pepsi one, and you believing it was Coca-Cola, I nearly did change that to Coca-Cola. I will admit to you,
It's a fact.
But
okay,
it is absolutely. Oh, well. Oh, you.
you're using ad blocker.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. There we go. How Pepsi briefly became the 6th largest military in the world.
See, I knew it was someone. I couldn't remember if it was Coke or Pepsi though. That was the thing that got me.
It was Pepsi, and it is absolutely true that the Russians traded 17 subs, a cruiser, a frigate, and a destroyer in order to continue on bringing that sweet, sugary goodness to the Russian people, or the Soviet people at the time.
Yes.
And the final one about bees in Australia getting drunk on thing. Now, I can't really, because this has been typically Australian. This was from Vice.
So you can't tell if it's true or not. Oh, okay.
No. It's because the story. This is why I chose the story. Hang on, let me get this on sharing here. This just made me laugh so much that here we go. Shit-faced bees are falling from the skies around Parliament House. It was that bit alone.
Oh, scroll up, bit. Scroll up. Oh shit! Face. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, it's the Vice article too. Okay. Oh, yeah. I can believe that one. As I said, I've seen not video footage, like documentary footage of elephants getting drunk. Yeah. Wow. I did not know that. I knew, as I said, new elephants, new crows on nicotine and whatnot. But yeah. Wow. So I guess, Keith, that makes you the winner this week. But we're going to play on until next week until I come in. I'll blame my wife. She put extra pressure on me because I had to win outright, which I didn't. That was really good. I still can't get over North Yorkshire. So I'm just going to quick scoot through the comments while we're here. So... God Babster says hello. So we started off. Chuck got there first. So Chuck, brown cows, lol. Yeah. So we're not allowed to read the chat until towards the end. Bilfer, hello, Bilfer. And then it's like kind of we have black and white milk.
That's called a mocha.
Yeah. Yeah, I can believe we're that stupid. I don't believe Americans are that stupid. I've met most of the Americans I've worked with, then again, have left the country. That's probably why.
In fairness, okay, so the brown cows one, there isn't really an excuse, but for the other ones, it's because there is just nothing in the curriculum to teach about agriculture now, and it also did say that people from states that typically are agricultural states, like Ohio and other states along that line, they scored much higher. This was taken statistically across the whole of America, but as a rule, Americans in school curriculum are not taught much about agriculture, whereas we get some of it in geography and other lessons in the UK. Fake news.
It's we got that. It's right. And then Nigel's then swapped his accounts there. Okay. That was tis but I don't know. See, the thing is, we don't have to read these, so we can't read these comments. Coke for vodka, that's a trade. That is a trade, actually.
It was a trade.
That is absolutely mad. Just have a quick look. That's a Sunday Sports one for me. And I've got Tennis man. My wife is doing the comments today, so she's like, seriously, Gareth, seriously. The flesh tray. Shark.
No,
Shark. That's terrible. Number one. Okay, so yeah, Nigel, you got to come back next week. I need you to support me so I can win. Because the wife's in trouble now. She's not getting away from that kitchen sink tonight, I'll tell you that for a start.
And Gareth confirms his celibacy for another year.
I'm going to get off this, and she's gonna kill me. Look. Tanith wrote probably more than 3%. So, I can't get over the 3%. Oh man, I still can't get over that 3%. Yeah, that's a good one. Anyway, we've had great fun. We have had great fun doing this. Thank you for joining us. Join us in 2 weeks' time for the next episode of Factoids. Hopefully, we'll have Nigel, so he can let me win the headlines. Keith, I need you to wave goodbye like you're on a 1990s TV show featuring Bob Honus. Anyway,
he was
bye.
a legend. I'll have a pee, please, Bob.
I should have ended it last week.